Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Some very interesting new footage to show you guys today. A couple of different UFO videos that have got me scratching my head. The first of which is blowing up on Reddit. It's blowing up all over social media, although I haven't really seen anything official being posted about it yet. And as you just saw, something was recorded crossing over the moon somewhere between Earth and the moon. Something very large. And what we know about this footage thus far is that it was originally posted by a Middle Eastern Arabic-speaking news outlet, which you're seeing here, and it was posted on Instagram by something called 3 Mead News. So it's on Instagram here, I'll link it. And then it was posted by another Instagram account called White Lion 1991, which seems to be another Arabic-speaking Instagram page. But the viewer who sent this informed me that this was seen and recorded in the Middle East, precisely in Oman, and was filmed at the Al-Keen Astronomical Observatory. So, Oman, which is a country in the Middle East, right on the border with Saudi Arabia and Yemen. So, we obviously have a very high-powered telescope here. It was uploaded just 11 hours ago on Instagram. So I'm not exactly sure of the date when this was originally captured, but as far as I can see in researching, I'm unable to find any other pieces of moon footage that captured anything like this. So this is very unique to this observatory in the Middle East. And so I guess the big question now is, what is it? It's getting hundreds of thousands of views. People thinking, could it possibly be a meteor, a spacecraft of some sort, an airliner? Who knows? And this very well could be any number of those, but I would think that if this was a meteor, then this footage in particular would definitely be getting some media attention worldwide, but it's not, at least not yet. And we see what looks like a plume of smoke or exhaust or something coming off of the back of this thing, and at the end of it, there is some sort of structure. We can see it. And if you'll notice the way it's sort of moving sideways across the front of this beautiful shot of the moon here, which also makes it kind of difficult for me to say that this is an airliner or a plane of some sort, simply because of the way this thing is moving. But, you know, that could be simply the perspective. But I don't know, it looks really, really strange. Now, I've seen objects moving in front of the moon, whether it's planes or the International Space Station. And just to give you an idea here of what it looks like when a commercial airliner flies in front of a supermoon like we're seeing here, well, here's a piece of footage that was captured with a Canon T2i with a 55-250mm lens, which captured precisely that. And as you can see here, this is almost an identical zooming distance that we're seeing in this footage from the Middle East, and yet here we can see how large it looks when a commercial airliner flies in front of the moon. You can see how it's much larger, and you can clearly see this well-defined plane, and we know it's a plane. But in this footage, where we're relatively at the same zooming distance, if anything, maybe a little bit closer to the moon, because this here is from an observatory, and yet this thing is much smaller, which leads me to believe that whatever this thing is, it's much farther up and closer to the moon than a commercial airliner. Now, obviously, this thing is not right above the moon's surface, because if it were, this thing would be hundreds of miles in diameter. But what I am saying is that this thing, in my opinion, looks to be much farther out towards space than it is to this observatory in our atmosphere. So, what do you guys think this is? I know we've got some experts out there on contrails, on exhaust fumes. I don't know, but it's being sent to me. People wanted to see it, so I thought I'd post it here. And you can go and check out the original source to this down in the video description. Alright, so let me know what you think. Now on to another very enigmatic UFO sighting and piece of footage that was just sent over to me that occurred over Baltimore, of a very strange formation of moving lights that were seen almost moving within the clouds over Baltimore. And there's actually 2 different clips of this, so go ahead and check this out.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just...
Did you stop? Did you get it when it stopped?
Yes, I did. Oh my God.
Alright, so that's the first clip, and as you saw, we have a woman here with her husband or her boyfriend. They've pulled over because they've noticed this cluster, is the best word I can use for it, of glowing objects in the sky, moving left and right and up and down and in circles, and there are a ton of these things. And they all seem to be moving with, this unorganized randomness, but they are also all clustered in this same spot of sky. And as you heard from the audio, they're completely perplexed by it. And they actually have a second clip, which I'll go ahead and show you here, so check this out. Alright, so that is the second clip, and this occurred on April 2nd, so a few weeks back over Baltimore. And this took place, or at the time that this was recorded, it was right around midnight. And, my first instinct was that, are these some sort of spotlights, that you would maybe see at a car dealership or a concert? But usually when you see those, you maybe have 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 at the most, and they all... you can tell what spotlights look like. You can always tell what the bat signal looks like. And this just, there are so many of these glowing lights here moving in such a random fashion. I'm having a lot of trouble trying to figure out what this is. So maybe any of you from Baltimore who saw the same things, you can help us clarify this. So next, I want to show you a couple of clips that were sent in to me by a girl named Lauren, who captured what she called some very anomalous and obvious possible chemtrail lines in the sky. And this is from a woman who never believed in chemtrails. And well, let me go ahead and show you these two clips of these very anomalous and perfectly spaced apart contrail clouds.
That's a lot of fucking contrails. Never used to see that many when I was a kid. No. Not today. What the fuck is that again?
Alright, so again, when I was sent these, the source, the very first thing she said in the email was that she never believed in chemtrails. But a few weeks back, she walked outside, looked up, and saw this strange formation of contrails, not your basic crisscrossing pattern, but no, these were equal in length, size, and width, and even their spacing from one another was perfect and equal. And she said that they all stretched from south to north, and they all started and stopped in the same spot. And since this happened, she said that she noticed how hazy the sky had got over her neighborhood over the next few hours, and then by the end of the week, 3 out of 4 of her family members had become sick with what they thought was bronchitis, only to find out when they went to the doctor couldn't find any trace, no bacterial infection, no nothing. And so That very next Monday, when she walked back outside again to take her dog out for a walk, she looked up and saw the very same perfectly spaced apart chemtrails, which is what you saw in the second video. So these videos were taken 1 week apart. And yeah, this has caused this woman who never believed in chemtrails before to reevaluate her belief system. And, you know, she's been researching into things such as HAARP, the government spraying chemicals into the atmosphere in order to control the weather, weather manipulation. We've all spoken about this before. And look, make no mistake about it, the government is up to some nasty shit, and they have been for years, all right? The government aren't a bunch of saints. They're not Boy Scouts, all right? And so not everything is just, well, that's a conspiracy theory, a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing crazies. This stuff is real. All right, and let me tell you something. The government counts on you to be ignorant about this topic. They count on you to disbelieve these conspiracies and to take their side and to turn the other cheek and not think about it and not pursue it and not research it. That's what they want you to do. But as I've proven over the years on this channel, the government has been up to and continues to be dabbling in some very dirty, very secretive stuff. And that's whether we're talking about chemtrails, weather manipulation, secret space projects, the discovery of alien life, anomalous activity happening in our skies and around other planets in the solar system. This stuff is happening. So don't be naive, is all I'm saying. Don't be another ignorant, dumbed-down lapdog for the government. Don't do the dirty work of the very people who have over the years been proven to be bona fide liars, manipulators, war starters, the very people who have taken away your freedoms, who are using your laptops and your iPhones and your Samsung TVs to spy on you, to record your conversations and listen in on you when your computer's shut and your TV's turned off. Don't be naive. So with that little rant, thank you to Lauren for sending me over these clips. Let me know what you guys think, and for that matter, let me know what you think about everything we've spoken about today. Alright, and if you have your own footage, as always, send it in to me. My email address is down in the video description, my Twitter. Get into contact with me. I will get back to you, I promise. Just give me some time, and we will keep pursuing this search for truth. In the face of censorship, of disinformation, of slander, and the negative publicity that has been sent our way, both to my channel and other UFO researchers, and anybody who they deem to be a crazy conspiracy theorist. So I'm proud to be a conspiracy theorist, or as I like to call it, a critical thinker, and I think you guys are all too. So hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back in just a bit.